Hi, my name's Helen. This is my channel, Helen Mary Jo. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're returning, thank you. And if you're a house bell, hello. I've jumped on really quickly. I haven't jumped. I've come on really quickly. I'm trying to do a day in the life, and it hasn't started very well because I didn't get up early. Well, it is quite early, but I wanted to get kind of a head start on the traffic and everything. And it's so flipping cold that I couldn't get out of bed. So I'm heading off to Hedge End to do a bunch of returns and see what's out there. And I'm going to go to B&M. So I've got to go to Next, Marks and Spencer and Sainsbury's to take that stuff back. And yeah, so I just thought I'd take you on the journey. I mean, this might never ever come to fruition, depending on how bad it is. But I've got my cup of tea, which is the main thing that I need for the car. And I can't believe the way the weather has changed so dramatically. It was so warm and now it's so cold. But anyway, mustn't complain. And I'm wearing that jumper I got from Next. I have put a vest under it because it's so chilly. And just some brown coated jeans from M&S. Dolly's sniffing around because she knows that there's treats waiting for her. But when I go out the door, I always do the same thing. I always leave some treats on the side for the dog water to give her when she gets back. I put on Radio 2. And God knows why. I put on Radio 2 for her, and she hasn't complained yet that she doesn't like that channel. I kind of feel like it's just company. It's something my mum always did for her dog, so I do it. And so as soon as I put Radio 2 on, she knows I'm going out. And I'm a bit nasally this morning as well, but you're the first people I've spoken to. And yeah, and then I give her some treats to keep her quiet while I leave. So I'm heading out the door now, and yeah, I'll kind of do what I can to take you with me. So I'm here at my first stop, which is B&M, Hedge End, and I won't film going round. I just can't do that easily. It doesn't feel comfortable for me. So I will see what I can get, and then I'll show you when I get home. Exciting, isn't it? So I've done B&M and I popped into Lidl, treat myself to a little panot raisin rather than going into Marks and Spencer's and spending a fortune in there, as I've got a cup of tea. So what time is it? 9:10. Done 2 shops and then I'll get on with some more. So this is my boot. This is all the M&S stuff. That's all the Next stuff, huge bag full. And that's the 2 at Sainsbury's. So you can see it's quite a lot of work really, but it's all good fun. So that is M&S, Sainsbury's. Bought a few nice bits. And where to next? TK Maxx Home Sense, then B&Q, then Next, then Costco. When I do it, I really do it. Done, and now I'm going into B&Q, and it's 10:30. Not bad going, is it? So B&Q, Next returns, Costco. So I'm back home. I've had a quick sandwich for my lunch, and I thought I'd just come on now and show you what I bought in the various shops. The day is running away with me. It's what time is it now? 2:30. But I had a couple of phone calls and they just like eat the time, don't they? Anyway, so as you know, I went to B&M and got some practical things. These colour magnets, they're like colour catchers, and I always put one of these in if I'm not sure if something's new and I'm not sure if it might run a little bit. I'm very particular about putting white separately and stuff, but sometimes something can just run that little bit. So it is surprising. Sometimes they don't pick up anything, and sometimes they come out really with a lot of colour on them. And they were just £1 for 24, so I thought that was pretty good. I had to get a bottle of oil because I am going to be making, I don't know if you've heard of Nancy Birtwistle. She won the Great British Bake Off, and she gives you loads of really good tips. I follow her on Instagram, and she makes a thing called, I think it's called baking lining or cake lining or something. And basically it's like lard type fat, oil and flour, and you mix it together. I'll find the recipe and I'll put it on. And you keep it in a jar in the fridge, and it's really good for a cake release, you know, if you're not using paper silicone liners or whatever. And because as you know, I've got this coffee morning on Saturday, and I'm just going to sit down actually. I started off standing up, but I don't know why. That's my handbag crashed to the floor. And so I thought I'll make some of that ahead of time. So I bought a little jar for that actually, also in B&M. So I think that was just £1.50. And I have got jars around, but that's just the right size, and it's got a nice big lid for getting it out. And then I bought some Christmas decorations, and I know it's early, but Christmas is not going anywhere, is it? It's going to happen whether we like it or not. And I have to, I really, really have to, I'm talking to myself, not buy too much in the way of Christmas decorations because we have so many. But I'm going to try and colour for you this year. Last year, I did on the round table that I've got over there, a little, you know, sort of, I suppose it's kind of 18 inches, 90 centimetres table that, not 90 centimetres, what am I talking about? 45 centimetre across. Made it into like a little kind of snow scene, which I rather enjoyed, with some kind of little white houses and things. So I got this little house, which was £5. It does light up. Oh, you have to just hold that on. So I thought that was cute. It's got a little switch on the bottom of that. And then I got some of these, which I think I got these before. These are designed to hang on the tree, but I just take the loops off the top, and they were four for £4. It's all the kind of Scandi look, which I rather like. In that same theme, I got this, just thought it was really cute. And I'll put that in. I mean, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Because this is the house, this is the car. The perspective is out, but it's just kind of, it's just fun, isn't it? It's just a nod to it all. Then I got these. Now these didn't have a price on, and I picked them up anyway, which was risky, wasn't it? I thought they were lovely. I hope they weren't too, oh no, £5, that's fine. And they are 1.75 metres, so, you know, that's not bad, is it? And I thought I'll put that round the table, kind of round the edge of the table, so I thought that was rather nice. Rob's gonna be like, really? These lovely wooden garlands rather, 9 foot for £5. Very classy. I mean, if this was in John Lewis, this would be at least double, if not more than double. So, you know, I think if you use these things wisely, you can really get a very good effect. And then I got one little house with a black roof, and that was £2.50. I also bought, I mean, I know this stuff is done to death, isn't it? And I don't have a lot of surface space. I try and keep the surfaces really clear in the kitchen, which is a bit of a joke if you could turn around and see it. But, you know, when it looks nice, it's all clear when I've got visitors. And they had these tiny little gingerbread cookies, And I thought I'd put those in a little jar and make like a chocolate drinking station for the kids. Well, for whomever. But they were just £1, so, you know, not the end of the world if it doesn't happen. And then I got these. Now, this is interesting. These were, how much were these tape discs? They were £2. Then when I went to Sainsbury's, I saw those as well, and they were £2.50. But it doesn't say how many there is. I can't see it anywhere. So I bought them anyway. But I thought they'd look much nicer on gifts. Oh, there's a fair few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 sheets of 12. So yeah, that's not bad. It's 120 tape discs for sticking the gifts together. I mean, I actually year on year am buying less and less gifts because my children are all grown up. They're all doing very well. I can't really buy them anything that they can't buy themselves. Obviously I get the children gifts, but even that's getting difficult because they have everything. And I wouldn't say that they're spoilt particularly, but when you come from a big family, they get lots of hand-me-downs, and you know, it just, they kind of get everything early, don't they? So I know Hattie has said that she would like theatre tickets, which is what I usually do, but she would like to go and see Joseph, and that's not on anywhere that I can find next year, so I'm still looking into that. So then I went to, I dived into Lidl. I'm going to have to kind of piece this together because I did do a quick film when I came out of Lidl because I bought a Danish pastry to have. So I just bought one of these cute little squashes, which was 59p, I think, because I do a little mantelpiece arrangement. Then I just bought some dried fruit because I will be making my Christmas cake very soon, and I will do that with you guys. I'm a bit better than I was last year, I think. So I just got, I mean, I didn't know what I needed, but you know, it's bound to have sultanas, currants, and I actually bought this one as well, a bit of a cheat. I bought this as brandy soaked mixed fruit. I don't go to Lidl anymore, not for any reason. I just don't really need that much shopping anymore because there's just the two of us. So I tend to go to Tesco's. I'll stop the camera there and get the next bag of goodies. Then after B&M and Lidl, I went to Marks and Spencer and got another couple of squash. They sort of do these like unusual ones. I think they were £1 each. And it's really annoying actually because I just threw away some socks of Rob's, and I'll show you, if you haven't done it, I'll show you how to make a sock pumpkin because they're very easy to do and look quite impressive. These were in the reduced section, and these were reduced from they were reduced to £7.50 from £15, and I got this little pair of gardening gloves that go with this. The box is a bit bashed up, so I might take them out of the box and just kind of wrap them in ribbon. But I thought that's a nice gift for somebody, isn't it, for £12.50. And that is that design is from the Eden project, which is a big garden kind of eco dome place down in Cornwall. So I thought that was a good buy and a nice gift, practical. I bought these for some unknown reason, but because they were well reduced. These were reduced from £5 to £1.50, and they are party bags made from kind of black paper, and they've got chalk and gold stickers on there. So I thought they'll come in for something with the kids. You know, either I'll just let them have them for their own party. There's 10 in there, or I might do something with them. I got myself a folder because I am actually having to organise myself now with the collaboration requests and everything. That was £5. I thought that was rather nice. It's from Sainsbury's, because they work with Habitat. Well, they're owned by Argos now, aren't they? The not Sainsbury's. I don't think Sainsbury's owned by Argos, but Tu and all their homewares are owned by Argos. And then I got this for no reason other than I couldn't resist it. And I did buy one. Do you remember I bought one for my niece that wasn't well, but it never got to her, sadly. And it was this, very similar to this, mesh bag. And in the mesh bag, I just love stationery. I need this about as much as I need more hair on my head. It's got lovely kind of suede finish. It's got this gold pen, little pen holder, and a little metal ruler that you can use as a page marker. And I just thought that was adorable. £10. I should give it to somebody, but I want to keep it for myself. I love it. That's the sort of gift that I would simply be delighted to receive. Lovely colours, you know. Anyway, yeah, so that was Sainsbury's. And then let me quickly grab this bag. This is all boring, really, this stuff. I mean, not that that's exactly the most exciting thing you've ever seen, but I'm just showing you what I did today. So that was close, and then dropped the eggs. I got a ton of eggs because I'm going to be making loads of cakes on Friday. So I got 30 eggs. I got some treats for Dolly because they're the best around, really. This was, where was this from? Costco. I got some fromage frais for Rob for dessert. He loves to have something sweet after his dinner. I got these large foil trays, which I have got the potatoes ready to do my Christmas prep roast potatoes. And if I get time, I'll do those today. This stuff is the best glass cleaner I've come across. Now, I first bought this on QVC, but I saw that they had it in Costco, and I think it was about £8 for the 2 bottles, and they're huge bottles, 2 1 litre bottles. This is the best glass cleaner I have ever found. Notwithstanding, you know, the fairy liquid and vinegar routine, and then I got a big thing of double cream for the cakes, but I'm going to make a Victoria sponge. Then there was one more shop. Maybe it's still in the car. I'm just going to have to stop. Oh, it's on the front seat. I'll just go and get that. So, you know, these, you know, do you remember these I got from black.co.uk. Now, they are expensive. I'm not going to pretend they're not expensive. This is Cashmere. I have been using this all the time. It keeps you, it's so light, but it keeps you so warm. So, you know, I know it's expensive, but it'd make a lovely gift, or, you know, if you want to give somebody a hint. So, I got some napkins. They are for Saturday's coffee morning. They were £2.50 for 40, and they're 3-ply, so they're nice quality. This thing, so I was walking out of the shop. Honestly, I make myself laugh sometimes, and I was walking out. Oh, of course, it's not going to happen now, is it? As I was walking, it was like I was letting people know. So I had to walk out holding it like this, holding my clanger. That was £7.99, and that, again, you can see the kind of Scandi theme. That was kind of a bit pricey, but I just really liked it. I walked away from it twice and then walked back, which is always a good sign, isn't it? Like a necklace. And then, you know, it's always eclectic, isn't it, in TK Maxx. I picked these up. These are just brushes, but I got these for that cake lining stuff that I'm going to use, because I think these brushes give you a much better get to all the nooks and crannies rather than the silicone pastry brushes that I normally use. And then I I suddenly got it into my head the other day that I wanted to redecorate. I wanted downstairs to be redecorated, not that I wanted to redecorate. So I got these 2 paints. I'm dicing with death now. So in every room, not the front room, but in every room, you know, we've got like a feature wall, and I got this colour as a change from that. It's got much more of a kind of a green hue to it. I got a couple of tester pots in B&Q. Over here, B&Q is a big DIY store, and they have hundreds of paint colours, and they mix them up for you. And this is called Goose Feather, and it's the lovely, I don't know how you describe it. It's like the palest grey, but with it's got warmth to it, and I think it's really smart colour. So now I said to Rob, should we get someone in to do it? And he said, no, I'd rather do it myself. No one can do it as good as me. So I said, yeah, but that does mean that you have to do it. And he said, yeah, I will do it. So he didn't say when, of course. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know how much longer he's got on this job that he's on. So it may be that there's a natural kind of break and he can do it then. We'll see. So I'll just have a quick chat because I was at the ball on Saturday, which was fabulous. The young lady that organised it all, I told you she's a doctor, and she discovered that she had breast cancer just by doing some screening that she was involved with. And so she had a double mastectomy, and she has committed to raising loads of money. And it was a really, really lovely evening, and really a high standard. You know, I've been to loads of things like that in my time, and it was up there with the best of them. I bid and won for 5 pantomime tickets at the Mayflower Theatre, which I always buy anyway. So I'd much rather give the money to charity. And Katie won a huge hamper. So she did well. And yeah, it was really good. What else do I want to say? Oh yeah, this is funny. So there's a lady in Canada called Judith. Hello, Judith. Now, isn't it a small world? Because, you know, we were in Dubai and I mentioned Sarah and Paul that we stayed with, and there was a lady in Canada whose cousin lives in the UK, and she is Sarah's mother. And she messaged Sarah's mother and said, there's a lady I watch on YouTube who's just come back from Dubai. Was that your Sarah? So anyway, isn't that incredible? I find that beyond incredible. I mean, there was no connection as such. And then, yeah, and that happened too with somebody in, where was it? Jordan. Somebody in Jordan. I'd mentioned Munir, the jeweler, and she is friends with his sister, and she said, this lady that I watch on YouTube talks about Munir. So it's so lovely, and you know how I find the whole thing bewildering and magnificent and marvellous, and you know, I'm so grateful to everybody for supporting the channel as much as you do. So this is going to be a very kind of, I don't really know, a couple of people said, could I do a day in the life? So I thought, well, I might as well, but I'm doing a bit of a mishmash job of it. So I'm going to put this shopping away, and then I will make the cake release thing, and then I will hopefully prepare 2 meals. I've got some mincemeat that I've got to do the potatoes for Christmas because I've been emptying the freezer, so I know there's room in the freezer for them. And I've got to do minced beef, like beefy mince, and also some chicken breasts. I might not do it all. I'll see how I go. But I think that was everything that I wanted to say. So I just thought I'd show you what I'm wearing to the charity ball tonight. So this is a blue sequin monsoon dress that I got in the John Lewis sale, actually, during COVID. And it was so heavily reduced, I just had to buy it. It's as simple as that. I can't remember what I paid for it, but it's very flattering. And I've got on my Lola's lashes and my, what's it called? You know, blue Wonder Stain, is it? Anyway, you know, the one I showed you before. And my Cala shoes. So I'll just give you a quick full length. I've got the robot vacuum cleaner going as well. Oh, fun and games in this house. Honestly, crackers, isn't it? Woo, it's chasing me. So yeah, I've got the Cala court shoes on in silver and a little silver clutch bag that I've had for donkey's years. And that's me ready to go. I really hope it's a good evening for the young lady that's, you know, discovered that she had the gene, and she's raising lots of money for breast cancer research. And I doubt there's one of us that doesn't know somebody that suffered with breast cancer. So looking forward to a lovely evening with Katie, and yeah, I'll let you know how I get on. See you later, bye. I'll stop now, put this away, and then hopefully do the next bit if you're still here. So I'm just going to quickly put the potatoes on to boil. Now, last year I did the Christmas video all in one go, and I will be doing that again. I will do a Christmas video, like getting ahead for Christmas. But I saw these on Friday, and they are 3 for 2. They're the ready peeled potatoes from Tesco's, and they need to be cooked today, really. Well, I'm going to parboil them, so I'm just going to put them in a large pan. I'm not going to, well, apart from a couple that are big, which I will cut down. Most of them are just about the right size. They're not overly big. And I don't know how many I've got for Christmas this year. My mum might be coming, which is nice. I haven't had her for Christmas for a very long time, but that's not fixed in stone yet. You can imagine when you're one of 6 girls, everybody wants, she's spoilt for choice. So we'll see what she decides she wants to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to parboil all of these. I'm going to do 2 trays of potatoes, and all I'm doing, these that are a little bit on the big side, I'm just cutting them diagonally because I find that looks nicer, really. Don't know why, just does. So I'm just going to parboil these in salted water. I'm not sure how long that'll take, but it is a kind of, so I've just put 2 teaspoons of salt in there. It is a bit of a kind of trial and error situation because they need to be soft enough to get, you know, fluffy on the outside, but not so soft that they turn to mush. So I'm just going to pop some water in there, and then while that's boiling, I will make this baking cake release thing. Put that on the hob. What I was going to mention is, I don't know if I showed you, I'll show you in a second, the ruggable rug that we got for the kitchen, that came, and we washed it yesterday. It washed as easy as anything. It's only a runner. We can't put the big one in our machine, obviously, but this little one, I mean, it's just as well because there's a lot of cream. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought it, but I think I wanted to know that it was clean, you know, not that it hid the dirt, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I just did it on a cold wash. It was dry enough outside that we hung it on the line, and then Rob just put it back last night. So yeah, that was really impressive. So that's my ruggable kitchen rug. So I'm just going to look up the recipe for this cake lining thing, and then I will pop that together for you. So I'll show you the rug soon as I'm in the kitchen. So you can see it's lovely and clean, and that was washed easily yesterday. I just did it on an express cold wash, and yeah, good as gold. So now I'm going to make the lining paste, and for this you just need 100 grams of flour. I'm just using plain flour. I've never made this before, and in fact I've never heard of it before, so be interesting. A little bit too much in there. So 100 grams of flour, and then 100 grams of baking fat, lard. You can use butter, I believe. A little bit more. So I'm going to warm this up slightly because this is, if I put the whisk in there now, it'll make a rare old mess. I'm just going to pop that in the microwave for a few seconds just to warm it up, so that I can easily whisk it together. I've got my hand whisk here, and I've got some sunflower oil here, which so it's 100 grams of flour, 100 grams of fat, and then 100 ml of oil. So it's pretty straightforward. I'm just going to take the label off the jar. I hope it'll fit in here. Otherwise I'll just put it in, the rest into a little pot, because I'll be using it on Friday. Cut that off, can't be bothered to fiddle about with it. Good Lord, that is stuck fast into the jar, that piece of string. How silly. So yeah, it's not a very big jar, but I mean, I don't suppose you use much of this stuff. I'll just put some boiling water into that. That should have softened enough now to whisk easily. So it hasn't actually, so I'll give that a little bit longer. And see, I was, well, time's really getting on, really. I was hoping to do some ironing as well today, and but oh, I know it's all so exciting in my life, isn't it? But I'm not sure I get time. So that started to melt down now. I'm just mixing it into this. So I'll just put 100 ml of oil into there. Time for a cup of tea. So I've just put the 100 ml of oil into there, and then I will blend all that together. I hope it does work, because I can't afford for it to make any mistakes when I'm making all these cakes for the coffee morning on Saturday. Oh, I should say actually that I looked at whether or not I could sell you guys raffle tickets, and I can't, sadly, but I do want you to know that Authentic, who gave me the air fryers, have given me an air fryer. The Current Body people who gave me the face devices, they have given me a little new face mini machine. And Lily Silk, who give me this, who I work with the silk, they have sent me, I'm hoping they come in time, 4 silk pillowcases. And Munir, who does the jewellery, is sending me, I think, a necklace. So the raffle prizes are fabulous. Anyway. And then I'm assuming it stays liquid because I know you keep it in the fridge. So I would guess that you need to take it out of the fridge a little while before you're going to use it. So I'll give it one last rinse. I'll link the video at the description box. So that's what it looks like. And now to get it in the jar. I mean, it makes sense to have a wide neck jar because you've got to get a brush into there, haven't you, to use it. Oh, that's just about the right size, I think. That was more luck than judgment. Well, that is full to the brim. I don't know what she's barking at. So that's the lining paste, and then we'll see how that works at the weekend. Well, Friday when I'm making everything. So wash those up, and I'll see what I'm going to do next. So my plans have changed ever so slightly because Katie just rang and the children would like to come in after school and see me because Billy said he misses me. Don't see half as much of them as I used to. So I'm glad he misses me, to tell you the real truth. So anyway, the potatoes are nearly done. They've been boiling quite vigorously for 7 minutes. I've just done them for another 3. And then I'm going to drain them thoroughly, make sure as dry as possible. And then I put some oil in here. These are Costco tins. They are really sturdy. Some of the ones you get, cheap ones, you know, they're a bit dangerous really. And then I've labelled them up. Rosebuds 23, so that we know they're for Christmas. And then when it comes to Christmas, I will put some goose fat in there to, when they're defrosted, just put some warmed goose fat through to give them that lovely finish, and then they'll go in the freezer ready for Christmas. So that's the first part of Christmas prep done. I just think the more you can get done casually as you go through, the more stress you take off yourself, so you can enjoy it with everybody else. That's the whole point, isn't it? You know, it's hard sometimes being the kind of linchpin in that regard of organising everything. So I just think, like, that's taken me no time really, has it? You know, and then that's that done. No, it's no cooking as such, is it? It's just preparation. So that's that ready. So I'm going to drain those, and then I'll put them in here, and then I'll put the lids on, and echo stop, and that's that. So that's me. This is a bit of a wiggledy-woggledy video. It's not very professional, but you know, it is a day in my life, and that's what people ask to see, and this is quite often how my day goes. I've just seen all the printing I did earlier has gone all over the floor, so I need to pick that up, and the house looks like it's been ransacked. So I need to get on and sort that out, and yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.